it was rough. I could tell tensions were getting a little bit high. People were kind of scratching their heads, like, "This is going well, coach." And I tell you this, it'd be really hard for me to get the notion to go try to start a team going into the spring again.
I think most coaches would, at least they're going in, they know the teams are playing generally. Speaking, they got a good idea of, hey, this lady is at this level. This team's probably going to be around this level. This might be a good matchup here. All right. I think we're live here. We're on a third episode, right?
Third episode, back again.
Third episode. I think you mentioned this. I think it's a good thing to do is appreciate the listeners.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah.
Let's ramble. Hopefully this will be the third time now.
Yeah.
So many more to come. Everybody seems that I've talked to
has decent feedback.
Yeah.
Nobody's throwing any tomatoes at you driving down the road?
No, nobody's called us any ugly names yet.
Well, that we know.
If they don't like it, they're being nice about it.
And there's probably some. I mean, it's okay.
It's all right.
It's free. It's not costing me anything.
Doesn't cost you a dime.
No. And hopefully we're getting a little bit better at this. We've, our agenda, we'll try to get a little better, give you a little bit of agenda here tonight. We'll kind of recap. Mustangs 10U had their first tournament this weekend. Things, good things happened in there. You guys had your second tournament.
Yep.
Your 10U's going into their first tournament.
Yep.
So we'll talk a little bit about that. We got some, of course, we've kind of coined the with our Fastpitch files, the name of our podcast here, Facebook files, as a little segment to this thing. So I think tonight we got a pretty good topic.
I think so.
Talk about some pitching. So it's always a good topic. You need pitching. You really got to have it.
You ain't got some, stay home.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna work for you if you don't have
work out.
We got some equipment. I've gotten a handful of questions, at least over the seasons and even up now as seasons are starting, as rec seasons are starting, us talking to some of our friends, what kind of glove to buy, how to buy a glove, what size glove, as these 8, 10, and 12U folks are getting involved sometimes, early in their softball career.
Yeah.
Some are in their softball career, and how to upgrade a glove, when to upgrade, and how to do that. So I think that will be fun to talk about too. Some of that equipment stuff. So and then we'll kind of finish off with the upcoming stuff. So let's dive in, man. Tell me about the second week of 12U. How did first week go or how did second week look compared to the first week?
Similar, really. It was a good weekend. We had one game chicken we struggled on. Good team.
As did we.
Yeah, I mean it was. Yeah, we struggled hitting her, hitting the girl they had pitching, and
was she fast? Was she hitting points? Doing all that?
Yeah, she did all that. Did all those things. She was pretty dang good. She was also talking to the coach after the game. A little while later in the afternoon, I went and found him, talked to him, and he had a good team. I try to give recognition where it's due. Sure. Win or lose. He said that wasn't even his best.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't his bracket girl. She was something else.
And y'all saw them first game?
Third game.
Okay.
Game. It was rough. I could tell tensions were getting a little bit high. People were kind of scratching their heads, like, "This is going well, coach." I'm like, I see it too.
Right.
Right. No, it wasn't. But we played good ball earlier in the day. We got, it went down how it went down. Went to bracket. Pretty, I think we've wound up where we needed to be. Probably should have done a little better. We couldn't get bats going.
Gotcha.
Couldn't get bats going, and pitching was doing good. Defense was working. It was all good. It was, we wound up losing 2-0.
Okay.
Losing 2-0.
I mean, that's a good battle though.
It was a solid game. It wasn't, nobody went out there and just laid down.
Right.
So they played good overall all day. Proud of them. Always am. Win or lose, they still worked hard. They still did the job for the most part. We had some issues here and there, but that's 12U softball.
Yeah. It's what happens when you're out in the field for 12, 14 hours.
Yeah. Long days. It got kind of warm midday on that turf, heats up a little bit. I mean, that's, and trust me, I'm not complaining. We're fixing to get way, we'll have way more heat than we had
right.
Saturday.
This will
later
feel cool compared to what's going to happen in about
we'll be
45
begging
days.
we'll be begging for 80 degrees on the turf. But yeah, it was overall good. Can't complain. Girls did their job. Hoping, it's still early season, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. Let them get the rust completely knocked off.
Right.
Hoping by the time we got a couple of practices now between the next one, which will be the 28th.
Okay.
28th.
March 28th.
Yeah. No. What's the day? I don't know. What's the day? 24th?
11th.
So days 11th. So so their next will be on the 21st. Honestly, I'm not even sure. I think it's in Conyers. I think it's not the USFA.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we'll get
USFA. Is that seem to be balancing good for you guys? Giving you
we are more competitive there this spring than we were in the fall.
Okay.
Which is obviously was the goal.
Well, sure.
We knew we were going to struggle in the fall. We moved when we bumped up in sanction. It was tough in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
We'd had some good games, but we did struggle.
Yeah.
You just see a little stronger teams there. So the spring, we've been putting in the work.
Right.
They're definitely looking better. They just got to get used to being there all day long again, and that's just part of it.
Right.
So we'll see. It's gonna be good.
Right.
We're excited. We're excited to go back and play again.
I mean, 2-2. It's not terrible. And if you lost a game 2-0, I mean that's competitive.
We're 500, and outside of that one game, which call me out if you're looking at my game changer, but I think outside of that one game this past weekend, I mean we've been in these games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're just getting smoked and getting sent home. I mean, we're playing ball. We're in there. We're fighting with them. It's nobody's blowing anybody out. So it's I've had one game each weekend that's been a significant loss. This past weekend was worse than the first weekend.
Yeah,
but nevertheless, I'm still. Hey, at the moment we're 500. Hopefully we can continue to either maintain that at minimum, and hopefully grow from it would be the ideal situation.
You're 500 right now with 2 tournaments. How many tournaments do you have total scheduled?
10, I believe.
10?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a terrible start.
No.
In my opinion, if you can get up 500, that's shows you, hey, we can compete. So we're probably in the right sector.
Mm-hmm.
2, it shows you enough. Hey, this is what we need to go work on. This is how the teams are beating us.
Yeah. I think both weekends we get a little later in the day and the bats get cold. We've got and some of that, I'll be honest, some of that's probably a little bit on me. I probably should have had them in the cage hitting throughout the day. This weekend was a little different. Mark wasn't there. Mark was playing ball.
Yeah. Doing his own thing.
Yeah, he was doing slow pitch stuff. And Montana was there. She was, everything ran smooth. Like she was right there with me the whole time. A couple of the girls are her pitching students. So for her to be in the dugout calling pitches for the girls that pitch with her, that was convenient.
Yeah.
I think it helped them.
Can you let her run with that?
Yeah.
When she's in dugout?
Yeah. I mean, that's what she did.
Right.
She was out there doing that job at one time. So,
why not?
I tell people, listen, there's the difference between me and her is I have never played a game of fast pitch softball.
Right. She's played a lot of them.
She's played a lot of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did a great job. It was good, man. It's good.
Yeah.
I really don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
I really don't.
We'll get her on here.
I'm trying to talk to her about it today.
All right.
I told her I'm still leaning, still pulling.
We're still going. It's going to happen.
It'll happen.
It'll happen at some point.
It might just show up at a tournament. You might just have to, if you're not playing. I'm always playing.
Here's the microphone. Yeah,
we play every weekend.
We can do the interview.
Between both teams. So it's like we'll just have to show up and hit one between pool games.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'll reach out to one of the directors over at USFA and be like, hey, let me get one of those 4-hour breaks.
Right.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't. That's the last thing I want.
Everybody go to sleep.
That's tough. But no, like I said, no complaints.
No, they got a weekend off.
Everything's good. Weekend off this weekend. We'll practice Sunday. Practice tomorrow, hopefully, if it don't rain.
Right.
Practice, and then we'll get rolling with the 10U for the first one here in a few days.
Yeah.
Excited. Schedule comes out tomorrow. They busted up 2 brackets. Or say 2 brackets, 2 groups.
Yeah.
they've got some with Lamar and David over there.
Yeah,
they got some sense about them, man.
Yeah,
like I like those
Lamar's
guys.
a good guy.
Yeah, they've been doing it a long time, and they're pretty transparent about what they're trying to run. They're not trying to run some, national level teams coming out there, and that's not. I mean, that's kind of the goal for them. Which I don't know if that's where you were headed with that, but
no,
but we go down that road. I wanted them to play somewhere that was a little more controlled environment. Sure. First one, get their feet wet, get them out there. I mean, it's been
something that matches where they're at.
Yeah, and we may go and have a great weekend. I don't know. We may go and realize, man, we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
just
maybe both.
Maybe
a lot of work to do,
and probably will be both. Like the goal there is to make sure the girls have a good time, make sure they everybody stay safe, has fun, leaves with a smile on their face at the end of the night.
Let's come back for more.
Hopefully with some wins, some check marks in the win column.
Right.
I think it'll be good. Everybody's excited because we were supposed to play in February.
Right.
We were supposed to play back to back in February.
They
just didn't make. Which I kind of knew that was going to happen.
You got some scrimmages in there, so
we did. I mean, and in the scrimmages, I would tell you like that we weren't. We had to work some things out as far as positioning because it's been wintertime. It's a brand new team. I tell you this, it'd be really hard for me to get the notion to go try to start a team going into the spring again.
Yeah,
that was really difficult.
Yeah,
between spring to fall, that's different.
That's
a different animal.
Different launch.
But in the spring, it's like most people went to where they wanted to go in the fall in anticipation of running through the softball year with them.
Sure,
and
generally that's the setup. Yeah,
I mean, you have players that go here and there, whatever. It's between every season, spring or fall doesn't matter, but mostly the bulk of your movement, I feel like, happens at the end of the spring, going through the summer, and it's easier to have tryouts then.
Sure,
like it's easier. The weather's better, the days are longer. It's still pretty much summertime. You can do what you need to do. The wintertime trying to fit it in was pretty bad. A lot of indoor stuff, and that's hard because it's really difficult to really see what they can do indoors.
Because you're indoor because it's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the holidays.
Yeah.
So many factors in there trying to get one off the ground.
That was tough. We had some.
But you did it.
Well, I did. We did. I mean, hey, man, it was tough, but we stuck it out, man. Stuck it out, and just felt like that's what I was led to do, and it's all right. We're gonna trust it here. We're gonna let it roll. We're gonna let the good Lord put me there.
Thursday, Friday. So you got what 2 days off, or 2 days until
2 days to play the first one, man. Yeah, 2 days to play the first one. I appreciate it. I mean, I say this lightly. I guess we'll need it, but I kind of hope we don't.
Right.
But,
right.
But yeah, days getting short in wintertime and all that, it makes it difficult. But overall, we're super happy with the girls that are on the team. They're sweet kids.
Yeah.
Every one of them's been fun, and they're pretty good attitudes.
Yep.
I feel like the parent group on that team's solid, man. They're all, pretty positive, upbeat folks,
right.
All trying to pull forward for each other's kids. I don't get the vibe that we got one or two that are kind of standouts. Yeah. I think it's similar mindset across the board. Is they want to see all the girls just get what we've told them they're going to get, like, hey, if this is how you're going to run the team. Okay. Run the team this way.
Right.
Don't, get a tournament in and say, well, we did it this way. We're going to do it. That didn't work. We're going to like, you can't make these massive drastic changes and then not expect parents to get upset about it.
Right.
Like, you deliver what you sold them.
Sure.
That's not hard.
Sure.
I know it can get tempting sometimes to do certain things and to try to chase the win or whatever, but at the end of the day, man, you got to be upfront and honest, folks, and give them what they ask for.
Yep.
But yeah, excited about it. Montana's head coach debut Saturday.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, she's fighting me on that, but she's taking it. She's actually coming around to it this week.
Well, I'll be following y'all on Game Changer.
We went from assistant to associate head coach.
Okay.
And then now, I told her the other day, Emma didn't pitch the best. She did fine. She did great. I wasn't upset with her, and she walked away smiling. She pitched pretty good, but it wasn't her best day at lessons on Monday. So I texted her and I said, yeah, she's kind of stiff armed and she's doing this weird hop thing. I don't know where she's getting that from, but she doesn't do it all the time. Maybe it's here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
But she said, well, maybe it's just a Monday. She'll be all right Saturday. We'll work on it through the week. I said, well, she better get it together. I'm going to cut her off the team. And she she said, I can't remember what exactly it was, but something to the nature of, you ain't cutting nobody. It's my team. And I said, well, caught you. Gotcha.
And there you go.
Yeah, you trapped you.
You took that.
Yeah, you stepped right off in that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it's yours now. So, but yeah, want to tell me about y'all's? How was y'all's weekend? Y'all had Titans weekend.
We did. We had Titan. We were debating on that USFA Titan. We're playing USFA. You trip out the rest of the season, and fortunately, we went with the Titan, and because we saw that the amount of teams coming in, or 23 teams, 24 teams, and we knew a handful of teams coming in there, and they were actually a really competitive weekend. USFA ended up getting rained out, so I'm really kind of glad we, for some reason, went with the Titan. Kind of gut said go that way.
We were, man, us, you guys, and the folks at Turner Lake, everybody else, I think just about everybody else got rained out.
Yeah, I think they did. Which I was concerned if we would, but fortunately we were about an hour away, and apparently the rain just kind of parted around those fields, and worked out good. And we got that schedule, and they broke it up. They did a Titan this time, as first launch with that many teams. They put the top 500, looked at last year's schedules, and went with the top 500, 500 record and up in one group, 500 and under in another group. So we were in the 500 and up group, and they gave us some really strong teams. Gave us some really strong teams. We went in there that first game, 8:30. Hour away, so these ladies are getting at that 5:30 wake up call, more than likely maybe 5 o'clock wake up call. That's early for a young lady, early for an old man. And so because I
you know, it's every day for me, right?
This is every day. It used to be every day for me. But yeah, so we get up there 7:30. We're in the cages, first team in the cages, trying to get everybody woken up. And we hit Georgia Wild. Really good team. Really good team, and they get us pretty good. They come out throwing well, playing well. We hold them a little bit there at the beginning, and then their bats just take off, and they're hitting some good shots and just playing some good ball. We're having opportunities, but we were just, I think we were just sleepy. I'm not going to sit there and make a bunch of excuses. They came to play. They came awake, and took us a minute to wake up. Had a lot of errors that game, but they played some really good ball. Just a good team. So props to them for being prepared. Well coached, ladies respectful, good team.
I haven't. Of course, you know, this is my first run with the 10U stuff. We started in 12, so I've seen a lot of these folks around. I feel like I was a little more in tune with like who was where and who was pretty decent and this, that, last season, because there was still, last fall, there was still some girls playing that Paisley played with. So my oldest daughter was playing 12U. Yes, she could have went back and played, but we've talked about that. Like, I wasn't going to go back, so we were already there, so I just stayed. But this year, all of those girls, they're all 12U now. So it's I don't know, man. It's just, I'm a little disconnected, but I have seen them around. They seem like they're pretty solid.
They are. And which is good. I mean, we want to see competition. And that was our only loss for the day. We bounced right back. We had a 2-game break. We got them fired back up in the cages, and they came out with that second game ready to go. And they did well, very well. Those bats were working, pitching was working. Everything was at Mustang level. Is what I saw out there. Dugout was jiving. A lot of good leadership on our field. Had two captains. Mo and Gabby were our first 2 captains of the season, and they took that job seriously and got those ladies turned right around after that first game, and got that second win. That third win, we went and battled another really good team and came down to the last at bat. And they went in through their bracket pitcher in to try to get us there right at the end, and we were able to finesse that last run in there. Got it the last inning, and then we went with that final. Lightning ended up getting us. We didn't get all the way to the championship game,
Y'all played bracket though, right?
We were bracket. We did. We got in that fourth bracket, or got in that fourth game, which is the first bracket, and had a just what I think is, if this is the tone that we're or this is the level, the volume that we're going to be at for the rest of the season, it's going to be a pretty incredible season. And we were down by 3. We come back, last inning, we had the last at bat. We get those 3 runs, we tie. That gives that third out. So in at least in Titan, they extra innings, you start to go out on second. So
the tiebreaker rule, international.
Yep, they were up. They were up to bat. They got their lady on. They did not score her. We were able to get those 3 outs, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so we got the same thing. All we needed to do was get 1. And come to find out, it was whoever had that. I think it's whoever had the last out, or made the last out in some capacity. So it was probably one of what I would consider Jessie, one of our top 3 base runners on the team.
She's fast.
And when I saw her out there, I was like, we got a chance.
Yeah,
we have a chance to make this happen right now. And Nye gets up and gets 2 strikes on her. And I have a feeling what's about to happen. Nye steps in there and launches one right back up the middle. The lady in the outfield on the team makes a great that do or die, which you could tell she's practiced that. She ran in, scooped that ball up. I'm sending Jessie around third, and she launches it home. And it's a pretty close play.
Yeah.
She's got an arm out there in center field, and she did. Jessie does the head slide in there,
get in there,
wins the game, sends us to the championship game.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome for those ladies.
We had
that moment.
We had some moments like that in our second game. Yeah, second game of the day, second pool game, and there was some dives in. That was a tough game. We had to come back from.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I think base running was a big reason we were able to win that.
Yeah.
The bats weren't crazy hot in that game, but they were working better.
Sure.
But base running, and just, sometimes you have to capitalize on mistakes. And,
you do.
And, sometimes it's not pretty, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, yeah. Well, good. Sound like y'all had a good week.
It was a good time. I hate that the lightning got us. We were going to get the Lady Bombers out of Social Circle. That was going to be our championship game, and we lined up, shook hands, got ready to hit the field, and the lightning was on top of us, and everybody had to.
I have played at that park twice. Both times, weather shut me down.
Are you serious?
Both times. We went in. So some of the best the girls had ever played with, we were up there. We went in 1 or 2 seed. This has been, golly, man, this would have been, I don't remember if it was fall. I don't know. Maybe it was last spring. And we played the Titan State deal or whatever. And we went in number 2 seed, gold bracket. Well, it was only 1 bracket, but they put everybody in 1 bracket.
That was it.
Win it or don't. It was, but we had to win both bracket games. We won the first one, and it just bottom fell out.
Really?
Yeah, it rains out, and they seeded it. They basically where you were at that moment where they awarded.
That's how they handled it this past weekend.
Got rained out, went home, and then same thing. Was it this past fall? I think it was this past fall. That was a messed up deal. We had to change parks midday. Leave.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you talking about that.
And go to Jefferson. Drive. Well, I don't know. It's not that far, but it still ain't fun.
No, it's not like it's across the street. It's still
disrupts your whole day.
5:30.
Yeah,
minutes.
Moving a whole operation.
Yeah,
So they had not played well all morning. Get up there to play the last pool game. Played really well. It was all right, great. Y'all play really good ball here, but the rain always runs us out.
Right.
So that's the same thing. That was a scoreless game into the 4th inning, and then we finally got one on the board.
Yeah,
and rain come in, shut it down, and they called it, and I think we won that game by 1 run. I think it was 1-0. But I kind of swore off playing up there because I was getting rained out. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. It's.
Does USFA play up there?
No,
I didn't think so. I thought
they
it was more
Gainesville,
more Titan stuff. Yeah, they do play in Gainesville. Yeah, there's some weather always up there in Gainesville too. But yeah, good weekend, 3-1. I called it a pretty successful weekend there, and we're off this weekend. High school's playing. We can talk about that in a little while, but high school's playing this weekend, and then we're on for 2 more weekends in a row. So we got 11 tournaments scheduled for the season. So should be a Should be a good season if what we saw this past weekend is what's about to transpire.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
I mean, seeing y'all work through the off season, through a couple of times that when we weren't practicing, my girls coming,
come out, come out, hang out,
coming out there to get reps with y'all. I mean, I thought y'all looked good then.
So, yeah, we're still trying to pull a few things together here. So, the ladies are doing well.
There's a lot. I mean, to be fair, like I said earlier, give credit where it's due. There are a lot of teams out there looking really good this season.
Oh, there are.
Yeah.
There are some good teams. Yeah. There are some good teams, especially these second-year 10U teams, probably about to go into the 12U like us. They're good competition.
And next fall is going to be a shake-up.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
it will be
going to 14 and teams with us at 12, and then there's a lot of teams going from 10 to 12, and there's a lot of players that are either aging up, but team's not, or team is and they're not. And it's probably going to be it's going to be a lot of.
There will be
a lot of disruption this fall. It feels like
I've already heard, some few bits and pieces already.
We even got started in spring yet.
Exactly, and we're already one tournament in, and
I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about some things we saw maybe on the Facebook.
Go for it.
You want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you read it this weekend. I'm tired.
Okay, well, let's go. This one will probably pique some ears.
I'm sure it will.
If it's about pitchers, it usually does.
Always does.
Always does. So it's kind of quick here. I don't know. We might get into some comments. I'll at least read the heading here, and then we can see what happens here. So, as this reads here, this is from one of the softball Fastpitch Facebook forums here. So I wanted everyone's opinion for this scenario. My daughter's 10U team has brought on 5 pitchers this season, including my daughter. Coach is now letting her have less mound time when she used to only pitch for our bracket games. What should we do? So, anything come to mind? Because you've been in the 10U, you're in 12U, so
maintain your blood pressure.
Yeah.
Step one.
Right. For the parent?
Yeah, for the parent.
And probably the coach.
And the coach too.
Yeah. Well, all involved.
Well, first off, if he has brought on, if he's that deep with pitchers, and to the point that it's kind of bumped his bracket pitcher down a little bit,
right.
It sounds like he's got some good pitching.
Yeah,
a lot of.
I mean,
I'd like to have 5 girls that could throw like that all the time.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and we don't know some of it. We don't know the full scenario.
No,
here.
you don't.
We don't know if that is the scenario. It could be.
That's yeah.
Sounds like it might.
Yeah,
be there. Multiple ladies throwing some good competition on.
She, I mean, have a conversation with the coach, or have your kid come talk to the coach. Hey, coach, what's the deal? Don't come up and say, hey, coach, what's the deal? That's probably not
a good
way to start that conversation.
Right.
Just hey, come talk to him. I think most of us civil enough, and there's probably a few out there that are got a little bit bigger ego than anything, but most part everybody's pretty level headed. If a kid comes and says, hey, look, this what I got to do.
Yeah.
Where am I lacking? Where do I need to work at? I try to communicate to players a lot. I don't always do the best job of that. Sometimes I'm
guilty as well.
Well,
my assistant's much better at that, and I let him handle some of that.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a dad earlier this week. But a perfectly fine conversation. Wasn't heated. Wasn't an issue or anything like that. It was absolutely fine. But hey man, he says she feels like you're not communicating with her. And I told him, I said, man, that's not on purpose. I said, and I usually do. And this is a kid that usually will walk up and say, hey, what do I need to do? What do I need to work on? What do I need?
And I think that applies for every position.
Yeah.
An outfielder that wants some infield time.
Sure.
Infielder that.
Well, this kid's not a pitcher either.
Right.
Our player with us is not. She's not a pitcher, but I told us, man, and honestly, some of that's on me. But at the same time, we haven't been. We've been playing a lot. Back to back weeks, and practice. It's dark. It's raining, and we were indoors, and it's crowded. And it's not. I'm not avoiding it. I'm not trying to make an excuse for it, but it's just. In those situations, everything's almost like calamity all the time. You're trying to get reps in where you can. And we'll get back to practicing during the week now with the time change, because we don't have a lit place to practice. And I tell my son I'll address it with her. You know, we'll talk about it. It's all good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out and get better. I mean, that's what I'm there for, right?
Sure.
Try to make you better.
Sure.
So it was all good. But I would say talk to your coach in a civil way, please. Don't get irate with him. There may be
probably not on a tournament weekend when
preferably not
when you've got a game plan
not in game
that you are trying to figure
game.
Out. Right? No, definitely not.
Please don't do it in game.
No,
that's never a good idea.
That's
it is tough because I mean it's 10U. So I mean, in my opinion, depending on where you're at in 10U,
right?
It is
level of team.
Of team. Yeah. I mean, are you A team, B team, C team? You know, rookie team. What are you? Are they super competitive? Are they constantly winning? Are they not winning? What are what are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of things we don't know in there.
But
is the coach requiring everybody that steps on the mound to be in pitching lessons?
But I would also I would think even though 5 pitchers, you're figuring you're probably going to play 4 games a day, assuming it's a Georgia deal. So I'm assuming they're around here. So the strong possibility. We've seen them, or
we don't know what team this is, but this is Georgia.
Yeah, so chances are playing 4 games a day, unless they're getting blown out or blowing everybody out, there's probably opportunity for these girls to throw. I mean, it's 5 of them.
Yeah,
there's not 10 of them.
Right.
5 of them. You split some games,
and not 5 ladies are going to be on that day.
You're going to have one of those girls that,
10.
She can throw an inning or 2 and she's done.
Yeah. Or the other team, she's throwing great balls, but the other team's just timing her up well.
Yeah, timing her up well. Maybe she 10U. I don't feel like you got a lot of the whole, the complete package picture.
Right.
Like at 10U.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't. They're out there, but
there's a few, but they're few.
You're not going to have a girl with 3 or 4 pitches and throws gas.
Right. Right.
I mean, not a lot of times, 10U girl throws gas, struggling with her control. She backs off, she puts it where she wants it, but it's whatever. So if I had to guess, there's probably opportunity there.
Yeah.
Just have a conversation with the guy.
Yeah, I think it's a conversation. Discuss just here. Hey, here's the coach's perspective. Here's where our perspective is on this side of the fence. And
if you don't like what he says, that's okay.
Yeah,
but. Again, the situation, 99% chance the guy's not getting paid to do what he's doing.
Right.
So
that's true.
It is what it is. Yeah. He's probably doing the best he can with what he's got. And I want to know if they're winning.
Yeah.
Are they winning?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did he tell you were going to pitch every bracket game? Because if he told you he was going to pitch every bracket game and he didn't pitch every bracket game, all right. Well, now you just lied to me.
Right.
Lie to me.
Right. And if you're still throwing 2 bracket games, that's a lot of throwing, because usually those bracket games are within
10. 10U. I would think
together.
I mean, we've had some pitch count conversations.
Yeah,
last few weeks.
Well, I think I don't know. I'll throw this out there to see if we get any comments on it. In the threads. Should 10U be counting pitches? Should 12U be counting pitches? Should any softball team be counting pitches? That'd be something a coach is concerned about, a parent's concerned about.
My opinion of it would be, the coach needs to know his players more so than anything.
I don't disagree with that.
I want to, because what a girl's limit, which you don't hear a lot about. I mean, I say you don't hear it, but it's not as prevalent with us as it is with baseball. You got, the elbow and all the things. But
but they're 10. They're still developing. They get their bodies get tired
for sure.
For sure, just do.
And I feel like the mental portion of it
at
all levels, but at 10U especially. But I mean, at 12U too. I mean, it's I'm watching them. Like, what's she look like? When the girl that was in there pitching that 3rd game, like it was a rough game, and they were hitting it pretty good. They weren't hitting. They did hit a few hard hit balls, but a lot of them they were just making contact and making out, so we weren't making, or hitting end out, so we weren't making.
Right,
but. She's smiling. She's happy. She still got her normal face on, so it's like she's all right.
Sure.
She threw a lot of pitches in that game, but watching her, she's okay. She comes in, she looked good.
When your player. Yeah. When your player.
Knowing the kid.
From a physical sense, from a mental sense, is she okay right now?
Some players show up and they just got the expression of business. And that's what they have all the time.
Yep.
And you just, that's harder to navigate, right?
Yeah.
But this girl, she's all smiles all the time.
Right.
If she's not, I'm concerned. Right? What's going on here? What you beating yourself up about that you probably shouldn't be?
Does the first name start with the letter B?
They absolutely does.
Okay, I know exactly.
She's a great kid.
Yeah, she is.
Kid. So, but yeah, not to take any credit away from the other girls on the team. Yeah, they're all good kids. She's just one of the easy ones to read, right?
Sure.
She's always grinning, and when she's not, something's up.
Yep.
But
100%.
But yeah, I have a conversation with your coach, and I know that sounds like a very vague, general answer, but hey, it's just what it is.
I think it's and again, it's not at a tournament. It's because, I mean, at least when I do, I'm not going to speak for you. I think most coaches would, at least they're going in, they know the teams are playing generally. Speaking, they got a good idea of, hey, this lady is at this level. This team's probably going to be around this level. This might be a good matchup here. Or nope. You know what? That didn't go. That game one did not go as planned. We're getting hammered, or we are hammering. Let's pull Susie out and let's throw Becky in there. Give her a few reps. But we go into it with again, at least I do. I go into it with a game plan.
Yeah.
And I want to see these girls get the reps. They're working during the week. Parents are paying for these lessons.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. So yeah, I want to see them get time out there, and I have no issues figuring that out. It is tough. Certain weekends it is tough to figure that out.
Another thing I would add.
What's that?
When if you're going to reach out to the coach, like if you're going to have a conversation with man, woman, whatever. If you're not going to have that conversation in person, don't text them. Pick up the phone and call them.
It's worth a conversation, like a conversation.
But I can't read your emotions through a text.
100%.
I can hear if you're upset with me on the phone. I can hear if you're calm on the phone. I can hear if you're happy. Whatever. I can read your tone. Can't read that on text. I get a text that says, "I want to talk about Susie's pitching time." I'm honestly gonna be like, oh man, I don't know what I'm walking into here.
Right. Or I got frustrated at something 20 minutes ago that has nothing to do with softball, but I'm reading that and I'm like, why are they frustrated?
I'm already
they may not even be frustrated.
I'm already exactly. You don't know. Pick a phone call. Right. Phone call. That thing it makes these crazy voice calls. Nobody wants to do that anymore.
And I've had those conversations. Parents have reached out and we've had good conversations about it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
I don't think people like to call me because I talk too much.
No. Me too. I'm guilty. Which is probably why we're sitting here.
Girl, I was going to call your coach today, but I didn't have an extra hour.
Somebody's probably laughing at that right now, saying, "Yep,
yeah, they are.
It's true
for sure."
For both of us.
So I talked to another coach yesterday. He reached out and he listened to the first show.
Yeah,
and he mentioned a common friend of ours, great guy, but this guy, like, it's hours. If you get him on the phone, be ready. You're going to be there for a while. Like, love the man to death. He's an awesome guy, but he's like, I am no match for his ability to talk on the phone. Like, it is, it's rough. I was like, man, that would be like a 3-part series if we got him on there.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
have to clip that down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe one day.
Right. One more thing I want to add on this, though, is I think this was posted rather recently, so it tells me it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
There's a lot of season left.
Give us some
see what kind of trend there might be.
Yeah.
And I've told our ladies, because we're at that 5-6 pitcher count on the team, and there's going to be a lot of things that transition throughout the season. And we told our ladies that not every tournament is going to look the same. You might get 1 or 2 innings on this tournament, and you might get 1 or 2 games on the next tournament.
Yeah.
For multitude of reasons. For one, every lady's not going to be on. 2, somebody might be sick. Somebody might get injured. We're going to be playing a lot of games in 90+ degree heat.
Yeah.
When there's going to be ladies that don't want to pitch.
Yeah, it's going to get hot, and it's going to get, you're out there in it. Like,
yeah.
But they're all, they're all suffering from the elements when it's, that's heat of the summer.
They are.
Pitcher catcher, throwing the ball back and forth in that heat. It's just,
they're going to wear down.
Poor catchers out there. I don't like crap.
Those catchers, man, they're a different breed.
They are.
The good ones are a different breed.
They are.
But yeah, I would say talk to the coach, like you said. See what the trend is going to be. Give it a minute to shake out, because generally it shakes out. Generally it shakes out.
Yeah, like you said, give it some time, see what it is. Like we're pretty stacked up with pitching, or girls that pitch. There, you know, we've got obviously some weaker ones, some stronger ones.
Everybody's at different levels.
Yeah. We've got the whole spectrum of experience and talent and skill, and amount of work's been put in, the whole deal with the 10U. With the 12U, we got 3 this year, and I was pretty concerned about it going into the season, and it still has moments where it makes me a little nervous. Yeah, because it's not very deep, right? I mean, 3 girls, that's not a ton. We've managed to navigate it pretty well, and it's really, I mean, so from 2 tournaments in, right? Still got 7 to go. Hopefully, if everything goes right, it's could go off the rails. I hope not, but trying not to just pick up all the time. You know, I mean, we did have a girl come out and help us on the first tournament. She was great. Really enjoyed her having her out there. She seemed to have fun, and she fit right in with the girls, and everything's good. But we still only had 3 girls in rotation that day. The girl that our common player, she did not pitch the first weekend. She pitched the second weekend. And I'm not gonna say she wasn't ready, but I feel like that extra week, I think it helped her. I think get a tournament in, get her flowing, and then okay, now we're going to try something new.
I'll disagree with that.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You don't know what the plan's going to be. You don't know what it's going to play out like. You don't know what's going to happen with that. Yeah. So just let it play out, and as long as it doesn't seem like there's anything weird going on, anything shady going on, and let it roll.
Yeah,
and that's again, we said earlier, you don't know the situation. You got to pull for every kid on the team, 100%. Right? Not just your own.
Absolutely.
The parents sometimes, y'all part of the team too, man. But they pull for all of them and hope that they're all doing well. And when your kid gets their opportunity, you need to go out there and capitalize on it. That's what it is.
All right, good conversation on that. Let's see. I want to talk about some equipment.
Sure, roll with it.
I've gotten a handful of questions over the seasons, and one of those is gloves, because I don't think gloves are all created equal. They're certainly not created equal. Academy does not equal what you can go get a customized glove at Valley, or the A2000 from Wilson is not going to be equal to the Mizuno. That's not equal to the Marucci. There's all different options in there, and I've just seen a lot of girls, at least over the past between both of my teams, the 10U and the high school, purchasing gloves between definitely around Christmas time as well. When some of those things appear under that tree. So you've got I've just gotten a handful of questions on that. Do you get a lot of questions on those? Do people just kind of get what they get and hey, coach, got a new glove?
Some, but not as much as used to. Yeah, the girls. I mean, most of the girls with the 10U that we're with now, or the 10U that is, they're the new team. Most of them have older siblings that are playing, 14, 16, got a common friend up now player. But her sisters played D1 ball. So a lot of them, like, they got parent experience. The 12U stuff, they're old enough now. They've gone through all the options and kind of landed where they're landed. Used to get a lot, and it was just, it's, buy the best thing you can afford. If it's, at some point, but I would tell you, buy a good used one in good shape for $50. Cause now they're expensive now, man.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I mean, the cheap stuff's expensive now. I mean, anything like what I would consider cheap is really junk. It's just, that's just the way the world's going.
Right. Yep.
I don't, Paisley's got, Emma's got an A2000. Way more glove than the kid needs. But just being straight up with you.
How long she had it?
About a year.
Okay.
I think is a year. Yeah, about a year.
I mean, those A2000s take a second to break in.
That still ain't broken.
Still ain't broken.
Still broken. I've put it on the machine.
Uh-huh.
She's played with it.
Yeah, I got to give that back to you, by the way.
Yeah, I got to get that. I got to get that tonight. Girl, I've had the girls on the 12U team a couple times use it. Like they're just stronger, bigger. Give it here. Go warm up with this. It's Emma's. She's little. She need to try to get it loosened up. It's getting there. She's using it. I mean, it's not.
Is she playing with it in the game?
Yeah, she's been playing with it in the game. She's so far. I haven't had a reason to take it from her.
Right.
But I think she knows too. Like, I drop the ball with this thing. Daddy's going to take it.
Right.
I don't give me that. Like a 500 back or whatever with that old Wilson.
Still Wilson though.
Yeah. It's in her bag.
Yeah.
If she knows, she keeps it way down deep at the bottom. She don't want to get. She don't use that thing. She likes that pink and white one. She likes that fancy one. But again, use what you can afford or buy what you can afford, and but the best you can. If you find something used in good shape for the same money as you're gonna buy a hunk of junk, buy the used one. I mean, I've got stuff. I've got stuff. It's not worth any real money, so I don't like. I'm not gonna put an old glove of the girls on Facebook and go sell it for $10.
Right.
Like I'll run into a kid that needs something, and I give it to them.
Right.
Whatever. I mean, it's not worth the time to sit down and post something and have somebody come to the house or go meet them at the Publix to sell a $10 softball glove.
Right.
Same thing there. I mean, usually somebody will help you out.
Yeah.
If you're playing, look what the girls got in the dugout.
Yep.
Don't buy your kid.
Same thing from the bat perspective. Go look in the dugout. There's probably a lot of options you can put your hands on.
Don't buy your kid. Same thing with the bat. One thing I see is that we're gonna give this kid a laundry basket to wear on her hand. It's gonna be easier to catch the ball. Well, it's not.
No,
it's not gonna be.
No,
that glove weighs 48 pounds.
Yep,
and she weighs 35.
Yep, it's not gonna work out.
Not gonna work out. She's dragging that thing around like a boulder.
And gloves. Speaking of the size of those things, a 13-inch, a 12-inch, 11 and a half. They're not all created equal.
No.
Wilson is not the same size as the Mizuno is not the same size as the Marucci is not the same size as whatever. Go to the store.
Put them on your hand.
Put it on their hand. If you find it cheaper somewhere else, at least you put it on your hand. And yep, I like that one. I know they sell it over here for $25 cheaper. Then you can go buy it over there or buy it online. But go put it on your hand. I've told ladies, put on your hand what's comfortable.
Yeah.
At least right now.
And buy a softball glove.
Yeah. And buy a softball glove. Don't buy a baseball glove.
Don't buy a baseball glove.
It's not gonna.
They're grown up can deal with it. I use a baseball glove some. Now I say that I used to. I've actually bought. I found a glove on sale. Bought it. I didn't need it. I just wanted it, so I bought it.
Oh, I saw that glove. It's nice.
Yeah. I can have a problem. I know. I do. But it's a Fastpitch glove. But I have a heart of the hide that I bought because I the one I have is wore out, and I said, I'm gonna buy a glove that's gonna last me until my kids are done.
Yeah.
So I did, and I still use it some, but you can tell it's a baseball glove.
Yeah.
It's just the pocket's not the same. It fits my hand well.
Sure.
It's because it's a baseball glove.
Right.
It's made for a
male
hand
size.
right?
Yeah.
Softball glove, smaller hand stall, bigger pocket. Just it's built for a smaller framed hand to be in it. And it's built for a bigger ball to be in it.
They will make better catches with it.
They will. It'll work out. They will. In the long run, it will work out better.
I'd say too, Mizuno, at least in my experience, Mizuno and Rawlings, those are going to be a little bit easier to break in. They might not last as long. They might get flimsier quicker. But those, if you're looking for something to get on their hand quick, I think Ghost makes a glove as well that breaks in. A couple of my 10U ladies have those, and they broke in pretty quick. Those aren't probably going to be 3-year gloves.
No.
They're not going to last as long as a 2000 will. But it's also not going to take 6 months.
Well,
get broken in either.
Emma's glove will probably be broken about her junior year, and she'll be 10 in a couple months. So that thing, I'm telling you, man, this thing is a mess.
It is. I put them on my hand, and it's hard for me to grip those, or to bend and flex those things.
He's a trooper for using it. But yeah, you again. There's also I'm bad about buying. Like I like that Rollins I bought. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a great glove.
I got a Rollins.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's nice.
mm-hmm.
It was a pretty expensive glove. Outside of the like, you know, top, you know, you get way out in the custom stuff. You can get spend some money.
Oh
but, yeah. But it's also I'm a little married to it now because like I spent all this money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it dropped back a little bit and
right,
you know, want something that looks different or whatever, then maybe it would have went that route. But I don't know. I got the other one on clearance, so now I got two, and I needed two about like a well, we're not gonna go down the road, but yeah, Paisley's got the R9 regular fielder's glove,
yeah,
and then she's got a player preferred something. I don't know something. So yeah, I don't know. Well, catcher's mitt is a very similar build glove.
Right.
They're $150 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think speaking of kind of going to specific gloves now and positions, do you think a first baseman needs a first baseman mitt?
If she can use it,
does it add an advantage? In your opinion, does it add an advantage? Isn't it?
I think it gives them an advantage if they train with it and learn how to
know
use
how
it
to
correctly.
use it.
Yes. I've seen a lot of girls with first baseman's mitt that can't, they don't know how to use it. They can't, you know, they can't, 100% they can't pick with it, scoop with it.
Again, they're not comfortable with it.
No,
you can't catch something you're not comfortable with.
A lot of reps. Yeah. One of the girls on the team, 12U team, she's got one. She's not using it a lot, but it's also not broken in. And I think she knows, like, I got to figure this thing out. You know, once she gets it figured out, cool, take every rep with it. Kid, don't care. But it's not anything else. Use
what you're comfortable with.
Use what you're comfortable with. Use what you know how to use. Use what you're gonna in game. Now I had a little girl on the 10U team, and same with her on the 12U with the first baseman. Like you practice, you take a reps over there. I try to be conscious of that. Like as she's using that new glove.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if she misses something or whatever, like I'm gonna have a little bit of grace there because she's trying to figure that thing out. I get it, but we're not going to fight. We're not going to be figuring that thing out in game time.
No. Game time is not any time to figure anything out.
But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that too is what you're comfortable with. I mean, I've seen girls play first base that don't have one and don't want one, and then I've seen girls that got to have it. You know,
right?
I like to see them using a catcher's mitt by the time you get to playing travel.
100%.
Yeah. Like even right now, the girls on the 10U, they're not throwing a ton of heat, but like use a catcher's mitt. And like I gave one to one of the girls. They practiced last night. Here, use this. See if you like it. If you do, you can use it on Saturday. She's been using a glove, and then she did fine with a glove. But get used to using this catcher's mitt.
Yeah, if you're going to be back there, it's time to travel. Your time to grow.
Yeah, let's use it. Figure that out and get comfortable with it. I'm not as big on size, like outfield size, and you know, shortstop's got to have this size, third base this size, and again, I think that's a use what you're comfortable with. I think most of your outfielders are going to wind up with a bigger one. They're going to be in probably at least 12-inch. But you know, they're no different than.
But in 10U, I'm 12U. At least I'm going to speak for 12U. At least speak for my 10U. My shortstop's also playing some center field. My second baseman's also playing some right field. So yeah, I mean, I don't, they're not, I really don't think they need to go get their 11.5 to play an infield and go get their 12.5 to play an outfield.
I think
they're in 10U.
I think coaches
catch what's comfortable.
Coaches, parents, players, I think all of us at some point fall in the equipment trap. I mean, I've been to ballparks and seen girls just this is my first base mitt, this is my outfield glove, this is my glove when I play shortstop. It's like, wait, what? You carried all that crap around?
You're 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
That's all right.
Awesome. Yeah. Who's recruiting you?
Right. Nobody. That's right. There's no D1s, 2s, or 3s.
Yeah.
Looking at any 10U.
10U and kid walking around with $2,800 worth of bats in her bag. Why? You can swing one at a time.
Well, let's talk about that. Why does the bat matter? Does a $500 bat, is a $500 bat better than a $300 better than $100?
Makes people angry.
What does?
Calling them out on their $500 bat. They don't need.
The $500 bat with the $2 swing as it's always put out there.
It does it fix the swing? No. Will it compensate for it some? Absolutely.
Because they hit the ball, it will go on a $500 bat.
Yeah,
it will.
Now we got a girl on the 10U team. Got a good swing. She does have a good swing, but she's swinging a lower end bat. but she's 10U kid. She's swinging 31, drop 11.
Okay.
Because I know that because she's swinging the same thing. Pays the swing. Well, Pays the swing and drop 10 now, but
I was gonna say she's probably strong enough. To
yeah, 10. Yeah. I mean, the kid's putting on some muscles. She's getting pretty strong. But yeah, I knew she was. Whenever looking, she was the same size. I handed her one of her the last model of the Ghost Advanced, and here, just take a few hacks with this. Just see what it looks like. See if you like it. Swing it. See what it feels like. And same swing. I mean, the kid doesn't have a bad swing at all. Yeah. But it was definitely an improvement in ball flight. You know, definitely has more distance. Definitely coming off there a little hotter.
The velocity's coming off.
Yeah. Like, so I mean, yeah, it will compensate for it. You know, does it fix the swing? Absolutely not. It doesn't fix the swing. It's not going to fix the swing. Now, say that, and if your kid's out there swinging a drop 8, 34-inch bat, 9 years old, then yeah, a new $500 bat might fix her swing. Yeah, because it fits her right. But it doesn't fix it, but it will help it.
Yeah.
When do you go out and spend $500 on a bat? I don't know, I guess when your pocketbook's ready. I don't know. When at the point that you're running out and playing, you're trying to play competitive travel softball, baseball, whatever it is you're doing. Right. At that point, you kind of need to have every advantage you can.
Sure.
I mean, that's sure. You know, you don't want to. You wouldn't show up to a drag race on an electric shopping cart with you. You know, no, you're gonna bring in a drag car.
Yeah, absolutely.
So show up with the equipment that's going to give you the best advantage.
Correct. I mean, if you're investing that much time, effort, training, lessons, that it's probably time to go figure out. And there's ways I think you can. I think Dean Marini does a good job at making, you don't have to spend the $50, but yeah, you might go spend $250, $300. I think Dean Marini's got a little sector in there that they make a good bat for that. And you got to jump up to some of the Ghost and things like that you want to hit at the $500 level. I think there's ways to walk into it. Maybe that's where I'm going. There's ways to walk into that. Use bat. Somebody's always wanting to upgrade a bat.
It might have been you. I don't remember exactly who it was, but we were talking about being in the dugout and it being, $6,000 or whatever piled up against the fence.
That's true.
But
we got about $6,000 in here hanging.
But if you took any one of them and threw them on the internet for sale, they're $125 bats, $200 on a good day.
Yep.
So it's like buying a new car. As soon as you walk out of the store with it, it's worth about half what you paid for it. Yep. So there's a market out there.
There's ways to navigate. There's ways to navigate if you need a good bat.
Yeah.
I think if you're early on in your travel career, you went from 8 to 10U, or you're starting your first 10U. I don't know that you need to jump out and go buy the $500. Go buy you a good used composite bat, borrow a bat on the team, talk with somebody, make sure it's okay for them to use it, and if so,
don't just pick up somebody's $500 bat.
No, that you want to get a little verbal on that.
Yeah,
be considerate.
Yeah.
But most people are generally okay with it if you have that conversation, and go swing that before you go spend $300 to $500. But it will start to make a difference if you're working on your swing. It will absolutely 100% make a difference, in my opinion. What else you got? So what's upcoming, man? What's upcoming? What's the new weekend? What's the weekend looking like?
So yeah, I was going to Villa Rica, play 10U ball. GSA, we talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, a little bit earlier.
Going to play with them. They actually did. So you talked about Titan earlier doing the, if you were 500 or better or whatever. I talked to David today about it, and because there actually is some pretty strong teams playing out there this weekend. Like I looked at it and was like, I don't know if this is my tournament might not have been a good idea.
No, I've seen they've got some strong teams up in that sector of Georgia that
this particular weekend, I think there were some tournaments I don't know, because I wasn't signed up for the higher tier tournaments, I guess, if you will.
Sure.
I wasn't signed up for those, but I think some of them got canceled. For what reason, I don't know, or they got moved and people didn't want to go that far or whatever. So there was a few folks jumped off wherever they were and they jumped on there.
Okay.
But I don't know what standard they went by. I mean, it was just kind of went back and looked at folks' records from the fall and, if they played this season, where are they at, and they've busted it up into a couple groups. So we're not playing the team that went and 1-4 last week in USFA, or that's coming out there and playing. Which nothing. Hey, they got just as much right to come out there and play as I do. Right? They pay you money, bring your team, pay your sanction fee, go to town, do your thing. So I'm not going to be one to be like, oh, what are y'all doing down here? But like, do I like it? No, but hey, you got just as much right to play ball as I do. Sure. Any of these other folks, so go for it. If we play you, we play you. If we don't, well, okay. Good to see you.
Right.
Have a safe ride home, I guess. But I think they've structured it in a way that it should be, and we should have a fun weekend, man. It should be good. We're gonna learn a lot. I know we're gonna learn a lot. Hopefully, come out of there with something. Come out of there with a win.
Something. I think you will.
Come out of there with a win and some smiles, and hopefully the girls are still wanting to come back. Montana's not wanting. Hopefully, Montana doesn't want to kill me. Cody doesn't want to kill me. No parents are waiting on me in the parking lot with a tire iron or anything like that. I don't think they will, but
nah. You got a pretty good crew.
You never know.
You got a good crew.
They look nice,
right?
They look nice, right. But are they?
Right.
You'll
know in a few. You
let to get about hour 14 at the ballpark.
And that is tough. And then you got that drive back.
Getting close to midnight. And Susie's over there, half asleep in the dugout. Don't know what day it is anymore.
Right.
Mom's the same way. Your mom's tired. Fall asleep. She's ready to choke you just for having them out that late and that far.
100%.
But no, I think it's going to be good. I think everybody's going to have a good time, and I think parents are excited because like I said, we were
ready to get on the field.
We were supposed to be in there already, and scrimmages definitely kind of scratched that itch a little bit, but it's not the same. I mean, both of those scrimmages were pretty controlled environment, which was good. It gave us a chance to kind of get on and off the field and kind of talk to the girls and not trying to just hammer down and just trying to get some reps to see what we look like. So
they release the schedule tonight or tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow. For some reason I thought it was a day, and I think it's because USFA releases on Wednesday.
They do. I think USFA does. Our schedule's probably up because we got the high school this weekend. USFA tournament. Stone Road will be over there. We have an extra game.
Y'all drew the fourth pool game.
He called me and asked.
Yeah, they've never done it to me.
He did. He called and said, "Hey, would you like to have an extra game?" And I'm like, "Well, we are going to get reps here."
That's what you're doing. Yeah.
So sure, throw me an extra game. We'll go play.
Maybe it'll work out for y'all like it did that team we beat first game of the day 2 weeks ago.
Well, he did say it will be the first game you drop it, win or lose.
Yeah.
You drop it, win or lose. And I'm like, well, again, it's fine. We only doing one tournament because we have our school ball schedule that we that is priority. But the girls are practicing hard. They're practicing a lot, 3 days a week, and they want to play ball. So we'll play at least 5 games now, maybe up to 7. So we'll see.
That'd be good
with that extra game. So we'll see how that works out. But and these girls, a couple of them have never played a tournament like this, so I think it'll be fun to watch them how they got to go all day.
Game 4,
they're used to playing one game.
Yeah,
now they play 7 innings in high school. They play full 7 innings. So however long that takes. But they've got a lot of games to come up with this weekend. But they're excited. I'm excited. So should be a good thing.
It'll be fun. I want to come see y'all play, but y'all at school games are hard for me to make.
They are because they're earlier on in the day.
That's
well, we're playing at we'll play at 3:00 at the Grove Friday.
I gotta go pick up a kid that's gonna ride with us to the tournament. I gotta ride like Monticello. Get up. She's gonna stay with Emma. Stay the night with Emma.
We're supposed to play tomorrow, but we'll see how this weather does.
Well, it's supposed to rain earlier today.
I hope
we'll see.
Gets in, gets out. We don't have to reschedule that, but next episode, I'm sure we'll talk about. There'll be some other Facebook things. Maybe we'll get some comments on some other episodes here. We can throw out there.
Hopefully, we'll get a little guest in here.
I would love a guest. We need a guest.
We're gonna work on Mark. We're gonna get scheduling.
I think Mark would be fun.
There. It's growing. A lot of people want to come.
Come on.
Buddy out of Social Circle, he wants to come. Guys from the west side of town. I thought he was joking.
Well, people probably tired of us, at some point.
They're not there. They're not tired yet. They'll get there quick.
They'll get there quick.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then we'll bring some new
new
voices in here.
It's not we like to get somebody on. We need to get somebody on.
We do need
tired
to.
of hearing us barking.
I mean, as good as looking as we are,
yeah.
you know, we need some other faces in here, and some other voices in here. So that is coming. Hopefully,
look. Mark Mark will be a guest. Don't give him any ammunition.
That is true.
He will take full advantage of that
and give him an inch, take a mile, kind of thing.
I'm fully anticipating him hearing me say that.
Well, 100%. And you know him much better than I do, but I already enjoy him. So I absolutely need to get we need to get him in here. I think it would be absolutely
it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It'd be hilarious. We need some good laughs.
We will laugh.
All right, we'll do that. And let's talk about next time. You need to fill this out, putting you on blast here. Make sure you get your Basics IQ app.
I will.
Sign up.
I'm gonna try to work on it more.
We'll dive into that next episode. My team's been on it now for a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere in there. They're loving it. We'll talk about that more later. A lot of things you can do with that app. So
cool.
I would absolutely suggest, you know, for the $100 for a year, well worth the spend.
Not sponsored. We ain't been out.
Not sponsored. I'd love to be.
We ain't been out that long.
No, but they're probably not. We're definitely not sponsored. These guys.
These goons.
All right, man. We'll leave it there. And again, thanks folks for listening.
Thanks for listening to us ramble.
If you hung in this long,
we appreciate it.
Good for you. Good for you.
Watching, listening, whatever it is you're doing, we appreciate it. We really do.
Yeah, absolutely. We honestly do. Honestly do. We're just doing this for fun, and hopefully people get a little bit out of this.
Give us the feedback. Let us know what you'll think.
Please do. Please give us feedback.
Thank y'all.
All right, see y'all.